Welcome back, Guardians. In our last report, we discussed the ages prior to the current age, the city age. In that report, we also began to discuss the politics that currently mire the city, of which we briefly touched on the consensus and some of the issues each faction has with it. This report is designed to give you an educated reference on the possibility of selecting a faction to fight for. As a full disclosure, my loyalties as a Guardian lie with New Monarchy. However, to give you a complete report of information without nuance, I will keep my bias on the other factions out of this report. In the city's earliest days, various factions vied for the hearts and mind of the refugee masses. Power struggles threatened to shatter an already tenuous existence. The following conflicts, known as the Faction Wars, brought the city to its knees. When the chaos grew intolerable, a gathering of Guardians fought to end the conflict. The new peace brought a new order. The city consensus and the speaker ruled together, and the surviving great factions worked through civil channels to pursue their agendas. That order still holds, but as the city reaches out into the frontier, the factions see new opportunities everywhere, and a chance to win over Guardians to their cause. To begin this report, we will start with the Future War Cult. As we see in the tower, their faction representative is Lakshmi II. There is nothing Lakshmi II likes more than secrets. Her origins are unknown, her appearance in the city was abrupt. She courts select Guardians for initiation into the higher mysteries of the Future War Cult, espousing a brutal philosophy of endless struggle. Those who can tolerate Lakshmi's mocking hints and bloody-minded philosophy find her surprisingly good company. She seems to take a genuine joy in her work, as if the secrets she guards have taught her to treasure every moment. While the origins of the Future War Cult are greatly debated, their mark has been found on ancient chambers and encampments throughout the system, dating them back to the late Golden Age. Though their secrets are vast, they have proven indispensable in our struggle against the darkness, earning them the power and respect in the city consensus and among Guardians. The Future War Cult also seemed to be in possession of a Golden Age device, only recorded as Chasm. While information on this device is vague, it seems to be at the core tenets of which the Future War Cult believe. The device itself is difficult to explain, but what we do know is this. The device allows an individual to temporarily leave their corporeal form, even if it is for just an instant. Those that leave this realm and enter an area or realm we fully don't understand, nor can we explain. The best explanation we can give are by those who oversee the project itself. 47 human subjects, 11 report timelines in which the darkness has already prevailed, 13 report timelines in which the city has fallen, 23 babbled madness, hopeless, trapped. No wonder the device was abandoned. The human mind is too weak for it, too weak to look into the future or to understand what it sees. Whether the visions of their subjects are true or false cannot be proven, but their belief in those visions drive their faction with an almost unshakable resolve. Whatever the Future War Cult planned to do in the Golden Age tech is currently unknown, but as a warning to those who may join them, this device may be the reason they believe and act the way they do. A future always in war and not in motion. Second, we have Dead Orbit. Dead Orbit's theology has developed from mere fatalism, the belief that all events are predetermined and therefore inevitable, into an obsession with worlds beyond Earth. Now their focus is on building a star-faring fleet cobbled together from the ashes of our past and the spoils of war, with the hope of finding salvation elsewhere in the stars. The Dead Orbit Tower representative is Ark Jalal, an awoken who often speaks far more in cryptic riddles, puzzles, and illusions than he does in actual fact. Despite this myriad of exterior, Jalal is a man driven by the ghost of a dead future. Critics accuse Dead Orbit of nihilistic fatalism, and Jalal would be the first to agree that Earth is lost, the city a fatal trap, and that escape is only a measure of salvation. The Aarks have no time for sentiment. Only an alien miracle prevented human extinction during the collapse. Jalal dreams of a dysphoria to come, humanity ascendant, scattered across the stars, too far-flung for any single threat to reach. Jalal's utilitarian practicality drives him to bend laws and break rules in the name of Dead Orbit's great project. When the ultimate goal is human survival, any sacrifice can be justified. Beyond that, all we currently know about Dead Orbit is that they intend to build a fleet and leave the Sol system behind for good. They believe wholeheartedly that whatever is left of the Traveler and the city isn't worth the time of humanity, nor the cost in lives and resources. Some of the information we have on the current Dead Orbit fleet was from an expedition deep into the asteroid belt. The captain of the ship Sophia, a Dead Orbit ARC, was routinely scouring the asteroid belt for usable debris and cargo. They were near Ceres, the largest body in the asteroid belt, when suddenly they were fired upon by awoken reef ships, severely crippling and damaging the Sophia. Narrowly escaping, the Sophia limped for days while the crew hurriedly repaired their vessel. It was during this time that they discovered a station orbiting near Ceres, called A113, which a scout had reported prior. It is rumored that inside the station they found something incredibly troubling that may have cost them their lives. Whatever they found inside, or whatever they may have transpired on their journey, no crew member of the Sophia has since returned from their expedition. Many believe they all have perished. The only record of what transpired is from the captain of the Sophia, the Dead Orbit ARC, and what she said to her ghost before her presumed demise. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know what it was built for. These are like things, like keyholes. The rangefinders say they go on for thousands of kilometers. The others went inside and found, well, some of them were screaming about the eye. All the other voices that came back are more terrible. There's salvage here, but it'll never come home. None of it. None of it except maybe you, little ghost. What Dead Orbit found at A113, the hostility they encountered with the reef awoken, and the fact that they are at odds with New Monarchy, the Future War Cult, and even sometimes the City Consensus, give us an idea on why they wish to leave the system, the Traveler, and the city behind. But make no mistake, they are not the victim. Dead Orbit knows full and well what they intend to do, and it is in the best interest of humanity and our survival. While some would consider the Dead Orbit to carry a sense of apathy, some consider them realists. Either way, their beliefs and actions can and are severe, and should not be taken lightly when considering which faction to pledge your loyalty towards. Finally, we have New Monarchy. The New Monarchy rose from the ashes of the faction wars with a simple, inclusive, guiding tenet: together we will rise. Leery of the fragile state of the city's politics, the New Monarchy maintains a watchful eye on the Speaker, the Consensus, and the Vanguard, seeking the leadership that will properly reign over the city and return our civilization to its golden age splendor. If that leadership cannot be found, then it must be created. The New Monarchy representative in the city is Executor Hideo, an upstanding citizen. Hideo was once known for his lavish gifts to children and the elderly. Since he has moved from plate steel manufacturing to the New Monarchy, he has been less forthcoming about his business and less free with his funds. But as one of the public faces of the New Monarchy, he speaks with genuine passion and convictions about the possibilities of a united future. The New Monarchy is true to their name. They wish to remove the Consensus and the bickering of other factions, and either bring them in line or remove them entirely. Hideo has been quite vocal about placing a new individual in for leadership, mainly that of Zavala, who is the mentor of Titans and one of the leaders of the Vanguard, stating, "If Zavala would help us, I'd put him on a throne, but he won't." Hideo is a man of tact and passion, willing to place the city's future above all else, believing that through unity, we can once again reach a golden age. The 7 tenets of the New Monarchy speak true to this. Number 1, secure our walls against the enemy without. Number 2, secure the rights and liberties of every upstanding citizen. Number 3, to sponsor the sciences of the city and to salvage the ruins beyond so that our golden age might be reborn. Number 4, to support the Guardian Orders by leading the city in technological innovation. Number 5, to support the natural harmony of the city and to actively dissuade any group or individual that might disrupt that harmony. Number 6, to hold all individuals, compacts, and alliances to the highest standards of productivity and right behavior. And number 7, to, by vote of the Consensus, abolish the Consensus and transfer ultimate power in order that the rights and liberties of all citizens be secured to a single sovereign of impeachable character. Make no mistake, if you do join the New Monarchy like I have, you expect results. You tire of the political banter, and you want what's best for the city and its people. Regardless of which faction you choose, Guardian, remember that at the end of the day, the faction wars are behind us. And for the foreseeable future, we should seek, regardless of our current loyalties, to keep the embellishments and transgressions in the past until the present dangers have been dealt with. In the next report, we will be taking a concerned look at humanity, how they help kindle the Golden Age with the Traveler's help, and who they are as a species under the Traveler's light. More in my next report.